Okay, this is Friday's trade recap. There was a trade again today. We had 4 trades this week. They were perfect throughout most apart from Wednesday was suspicious. I actually can't remember Monday, but I know Tuesday was really good. And this week I have traded terribly. I have missed every single opportunity. I'm scared of the market from losing. We've been seeing setups, and I've been, just uncertain, and they've been perfect setups. Looking over them and going over them again, they're obvious. They're in front of me, but in the moment, I just didn't have enough confidence to go through the trades, and it's embarrassing that this week has been so awful. Literally, didn't take a single trade. Need to start sorting this out. I've gone through this whole week. We have really looked into what I'm doing and looked over how price is moving, and it's obvious, and I'm not capitalizing off any of it. And it's painful to watch the fact that I missed every single trade this week. But it's good that after missing them, I didn't take the wrong trade after or try and come back with doing another trade. Every single one I was right about, but somehow missed every single one. More on, I think this week I just really wasn't in the real best mind for trading, but hopefully next week we can lock the fuck in. This week was awful. I was really not focused. Just was so away with the fairies, but this week we really need to sort this out. Coming up Monday. So yeah, let's go over Friday because it was a really nice trade today. But this is a really interesting day, so we'll make this a longer one. But this is just the strategy really playing out and having to look over everything perfectly. So yeah, I'm going to focus up on this one and try and make this a good trade recap. Coming into the day, we have got a lot of things going on already. So we have Nasdaq ES above these highs. Are they equal? Hold on. It doesn't really matter if they're equal because they're about to get traded through any second. Nope, they're not equal. Pretty relative. Right, let's have market open. Right, market opens here on ES. We trade straight up. We trade straight up through all of this, through all of this. All of these highs here we trade up through. We have a nice gap here where, there's some unbalanced price, which, we could trade through pretty nicely and have some fluid candles moving through. We don't get that, but we have these highs up here. We have London lows. We have these 5-minute lows, and we have London lows, Asia lows down here. This isn't great liquidity, but it looks nice for us to trade towards London lows, considering the fact we've been so bearish. But what typically happens on Friday is you get a retrace of the week. So if you've moved down throughout the whole entire week, you will see that Friday kind of rebalances the price action a little bit. That's what I've always noticed. If you're going for a trend throughout the whole week, Friday's usually the up day. Especially if you leave like a new week opening gap, it somehow finds a way up to trade towards it. Yapping NQ, we come down here, right? We trade past these 5-minute lows. So this, we've swept liquidity. We haven't swept the liquidity here on ES. We have a bullish SMT divergence, but that divergence is only valid up to these highs, which we've taken out. So technically, we no longer have that SMT divergence because we've taken out these highs. So as far as I'm concerned, that could now be invalidated and go the other way. But this is the liquidity sweep. We get all these highs continue to get broken through. Here we go. We make equal with those, but it's about to trade through that. The next candle, we trade through that more. So now we've broken 15-minute structure to the upside. Same on Nasdaq. Now we've broken 15-minute to the upside. 5-minute for both of them. So now you're thinking, right, you've swept all of this. We're far away from these highs. So now you're looking to maybe reverse, have this as the liquidity sweep to go to the downside. But this is where it gets really strange. We continue to trade up. And now what's been happening all week and throughout this week, we've been trading in one direction, getting a retrace and then continuing higher. So I'm looking, this is my liquidity sweep. This hasn't swept liquidity. This is trading higher. This is leading. Yes, we have some really nice draws leading all the way up to here. So, yep, pretty good bias. And then we have finally we get our move down. So this is interesting. NASDAQ goes ahead and breaks. It breaks 5-minute structure here. So we break structure inversing this gap. And now you're thinking, okay, we really are reversing off these highs. So now you're looking for retrace into this to continue lower, maybe take out this low here and come down towards these lows. That looks pretty obvious on NASDAQ. But on ES, we're trading way higher. ES was leading, so it's higher. NASDAQ, this is the retrace down. If you look on the 15-minute, this is a nice retrace here. It's an even nicer retrace on ES. We've traded straight into this gap here pretty perfectly. Trades a bit lower. Perfect, we touch that gap. NQ continuing to trade lower. But that, to me, is pretty good. We haven't broken structure here on ES. This is a massive candle up. So I saw longs. We have this move down. Properly fill this gap a little bit more. We have the hold on. We have, we have this move up on ES. This is what I was looking for, was it not? I don't think it was. Or was it? I'm so confused right now. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So yeah, we now have the move up here. Then we get our 5-minute candle down off of this. This is our 5-minute candle down. And then when we see this, it's this gap here that then gets invalidated. So we've had our 5-minute up, then our 5-minute down. So you want a 5-minute up, then you always want a 5-minute down before you want to continue higher. And we wait for that patiently. We see this break here. Stops here. Too scared of a loss. Take profits all the way up to here, all these highs. Now we are close to these, more closer to these than these, but this is just conflicting. Like, I realistically, it could have gone anyway. And this is what I've done the whole week. I was like, what if? Like, it's giving us setups for all different directions. But we broke 15-minute structure to the upside. This looks good. Perfect trade. We come up, we take out these highs here. I don't take any profits off these highs. I want profits up here. And then we have crazy candles down, stops out a break even. And if we'd have just kept this one running, we come up and we take out all of these highs here. Let's go on to here. Comes up, takes out these highs nicely. Just carries on, just rips through every single high that we have up here. So let's take this last one out. There we go. All of it. Yeah, this was a good trading day as well. So this week was awful. We missed every single trade every single day. Really just have to go through this week again and just make sure we are capitalizing off of next week, because I actually can't trade like this again. That's just the worst thing I've ever seen anyway. That's good. Perfect.